Have you ever imagined what it feels like to live as a green sea turtle? The green sea turtle is one of the 7 species of sea turtles in the world. Even though it is called a green turtle, its shell is not actually green. It is usually brown or olive. What is green is the fat inside its body. This comes from their unique diet, which makes them different from most other turtles. Their body length can reach up to 1.5 meters, and they can weigh more than 180 kilograms, almost the same as the weight of an adult lion. Yet they can glide calmly in the ocean like a floating leaf. Unlike fish, turtles breathe with lungs. They must rise to the surface after diving for some time. Their swimming is not fast, only around 3 kilometers per hour. But the ocean is truly their home, and the green sea turtle is recorded as one of the animals with the longest migration in the animal kingdom. And their journey begins on a quiet beach beneath the warmth of soft sand. The green sea turtle lays her eggs under the sand, anywhere along tropical and subtropical beaches across the world. Buried up to 1 meter deep, around 100 eggs wait to hatch after nearly 2 months underground. The temperature inside the nest has already decided their fate. Warmer sand produces mostly females, while cooler sand results in more males. And when the moment comes, they begin breaking their shells from the inside. These hatchlings don't rush straight to the surface. Sometimes they rest, gathering strength, waiting for the right time. Many people don't realize it, but digging upward takes a long time. They must work together, pushing and helping one another. When the sand cools, usually at night, they start digging upward. No guide, no parents to help, only instinct. Yet once they reach the surface, the hatchlings slowly crawl toward the ocean, as if they already know where to go. Research shows that hatchlings are drawn to the light reflecting off the waves. That's why beaches in turtle conservation areas must remain free of excessive buildings and artificial lights. Human-made lights can trick them, leading them away from the sea. But the challenge doesn't end there. Every step toward the water is filled with danger. Crabs, birds, and other predators wait in ambush. Many hatchlings will die before ever touching the ocean. And even if they reach the sea, survival is not guaranteed. Predatory fish like barracuda and snapper greet them with open arms. In the very first moments of life, hatchlings must already face darkness, heat, predators, and the vast open ocean. It's estimated that only 1 in 1,000 hatchlings will survive to adulthood, but for those who make it through, their adventure has only just begun. Those that survive to reach the ocean enter a stage researchers call the lost years. The reason is simple. Very little is known about these young turtles, what they do, or where they go. Many will swim along with the currents. Some are carried by the powerful North Atlantic Current. Others follow the Kuroshio Current in Japan, or the South Pacific Currents, drifting far from their birthplace. They spend years in the pelagic zone, vast, deep, open waters, without ever touching land. At times, they are found among floating mats of seaweed. Sargassum, a type of brown algae that thrives in tropical oceans, becomes both a shelter and a food source for them. During this stage, green turtles are still omnivores. They eat whatever they can catch. Along with algae, they feed on jellyfish, plankton, and small crustaceans like shrimp. Life may seem simple, but it is far from easy, because the ocean is always full of threats. After 1 to 2 years, green sea turtles begin reaching maturity. By now, they can dive for up to 5 hours without needing to surface. But at this stage, they shift habitats and start living in shallower waters. Coastlines, coral reefs, and mangrove forests become their favorite places, because here, food is far more abundant. Of the 7 turtle species in the world, most are omnivores, eating both plants and meat. Some, however, are strictly carnivorous, such as the loggerhead and Kemp's Ridley turtles. Yet all sea turtles share one thing in common: they love jellyfish. An adult turtle can eat hundreds of jellyfish in a single day. The leatherback, the largest of them all, can consume between 300 and 600 jellyfish daily. This makes turtles one of the key predators that help control jellyfish populations. But here lies the problem. Plastic waste in the ocean often looks just like jellyfish, and the shallow waters where turtles live are frequently polluted with plastic. Ingesting plastic can be fatal. It's estimated that thousands of turtles die each year because of marine debris. And that's not even counting the threats from humans who harvest their eggs, meat, oil, and shells. This is why every species of sea turtle is now classified as endangered. For 20 years, the green sea turtle roams the oceans. They've crossed countless islands, thousands of shorelines, and faced dangers most beings could never endure. Now, they are fully grown and no longer omnivores. At this age, green turtles eat only plants. They are the only turtle species that becomes entirely herbivorous in adulthood. This diet is what gives their fat a greenish color, the very reason they are called green sea turtles. But one thing is certain: these turtles never forget their birthplace, nor the place where so many of their siblings died, because now they choose to return. Adult green turtles undertake migrations spanning thousands of kilometers to the very beach where they once hatched. No maps, no guidance from the stars, only instinct. And yet, after decades, they still manage to find their way back. Researchers believe this is due to geomagnetic imprinting, the ability to sense the Earth's magnetic field. Every location has a unique magnetic signature, allowing turtles to remember and use it as a natural compass. But not all turtles migrate. Only the females, for this journey is to lay their eggs. Their migration begins, sometimes stretching thousands of kilometers depending on how far they've wandered. One turtle was recorded traveling over 3,900 kilometers from the Chagos Islands to Somalia to return to its natal beach. Though turtles are expert divers, they are not fast swimmers. This migration can take 1 to 2 months and is fraught with danger along the way. Yet one question remains: why do turtles choose to return to the very same place? Why not lay their eggs on another beach? Because even though it is their birthplace, it is not a place of happy memories. It is where they were once buried under the sand, where they first faced danger, and where so many of their siblings perished. After an incredibly long journey, they finally arrive, ready to bury their eggs. The turtles wait until nightfall, when the beach is safer and quieter, before crawling ashore. With their wide flippers, they can spend up to an hour digging the nest. Green sea turtles don't always lay eggs in the exact same spot. Sometimes it's just the same beach, and sometimes just the same region. A single female can lay eggs up to 7 times in one nesting season, producing as many as 700 eggs in total. And this cycle repeats every 2 to 4 years. Once all the eggs are laid, the mother carefully covers the nest with sand before returning to the ocean, continuing her journey once more. But did you know? Not every beach is suitable for nesting. Research shows the sand must be deep enough to bury the eggs, moist enough to keep them alive, warm enough for them to hatch, and close enough to the sea so the hatchlings have a chance to reach their very first waves. That's why, when a green turtle chooses to return to her birthplace, without realizing it, she's ensuring her eggs are laid in near-perfect conditions. It may not be the safest beach, nor a place full of fond memories, but it is where life was once given, and now entrusted once again.
Quit, don't quit. Noodles, don't noodles. You are too concerned with what was and what will be. There's a saying, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That is why it is called the present.